It didn't earlier on. You need to excuse my sniffing, but it's pretty cold up here and it fairly makes the nose run. Let's turn round so you can see where we are. If I can turn it round. How's that? But it's a live stream from a hill, so if you're getting something at all, that's pretty good. If you haven't been here before, have a look at my other live streams, or even better, have a look at my proper videos. There are, I think, literally hundreds of hikes, many with maps provided, so you might be interested in that if hiking is your thing. If you know anybody who does this kind of thing, send them the link if you wouldn't mind. We are up climbing from a place called West Linton today, which, if you know the area, it's on the kind of road between Biggar and Edinburgh, I suppose, one of the back roads. It's classed, I think, as Borders area, Scottish Borders. Well, it's quite a long way to the border still if you're driving south. And what we're doing, Donnie and I are doing a couple of hills terminating in one, which is the one ahead there, to the left of the loch, not the big one on the right, called King's Seat. It's a recce walk for a club, checking out the walk beforehand. It's bitterly cold. We're due to get snow later this week. So it's as well we're getting this walk checked out now before the snow hits us all. But this morning it was 0 degrees and then it went to minus 1 on the way here. And the wind has been sharp on the face most of the day. Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah, farmers do tend to leave bits of old wire when they do the new fencing. Old wire gets left to trip us up. He needs a wire to get tripped up. Grass does it quite well. It's a long walk today. It was supposedly around about 6 hours almost. I've done it fairly quickly because the rest of the track is not at all like this. The track, until this hill that we're coming down, the track was pretty good. You could have driven a vehicle of some sort, a tough vehicle up it. Now we're on to, for the last 3/4 of an hour, on to heather and this kind of stuff, which saps your strength, to be honest. It's very knackering. There's no real track, we just roughly know where we're meant to be going. Following a fence line down. Oh, this is great. If anybody's made any comments and I've missed them, apologies. It's not always easy to see the screen and walk at the same time. But I don't see anybody looking just now. Oop. Well, the signal appears to be strong. I'll just keep streaming it. I was hanging back a bit because of using the phone for this, because I use it for navigation. We do have a map and compass as well, but I like to use it for navigation using the OS Map app, so you know exactly where you are. And I didn't want to use it all the battery up. However, we're back again.
Whenever you want a picture, just tell me to stop and I'll move out your line of sight.
Alright, I'm just doing a wee live stream. I did a bit when we were coming up the way. I still had a signal, but it soon got lost.
Right.
But I see that 3 people have given a wee thumbs up, so they must have looked at it afterwards.
Right.
Because there was nobody looking at the time. But we've got another signal again. There must be a mast down here. Hey, hi. So terrific. Thank you very much. You'll find more beautiful views like this on my actual videos. Loads of them. We come out every week. Donnie and I do this kind of thing. One trip every week, midweek. And then every other week we walk with the club and do the walks properly with the whole crowd of people. So I tend to do those as a video with maps and so on to show you where we are. So thanks very much for looking in, that's very kind. This is a walk almost over now. We started over the other side of that loch way up on the hill, travelled on round up the hills there, did another hill behind this one, and then finally this one. So we started at 10 o'clock down at the golf club, way down there. I think down where that, you see a wind turbine there, you see that one? There's a little wind turbine round about in the middle of the picture. And the golf club, I think, is probably most of those buildings to the left. Or maybe over a bit by the trees. Anyway, that's where we started, 10 o'clock, so we've been on the go for quite a while. We've had lunch up at the top of the first or second big hill. Not that one, one further over. Lunch up there behind a cairn. Quite cold. But if you hid behind the cairn out of the wind, it wasn't quite so bad. Sorry this is bumpy, but I don't have a gadget to keep the camera steady yet. I usually hold it in a tripod. I don't know if it'd be any better, but I'm just hand holding it just now. So apologies for you being shaken around. If I stand still for a second, you get a better idea of what the countryside is like. I don't know how good the view is. Hi Scott, on your lunch break? Yeah. It's a very late lunch. It is quite gorgeous today. You see the wind sparkling on the surface of the water there. It's beautiful. So I'm going to have to just walk without looking at the screen, so if anybody does say anything, I'm afraid I won't be able to read it, because otherwise I'll fall on my head or something. I've only fallen over once today. I'll keep this going for as long as I have a signal and people are interested in looking. I say it's a good day for being out. We're due to get snow later on this week, starting from the north and working its way down to the south of Scotland and maybe further down, even to as far as London. Oops. Yeah, holes. Well, I'm going to see if I can just put this in a tripod. Excuse me if you're being shown the ground a bit. I need to put... Yeah, we do. We climb on rows as well. When we do walks, we do a high walk and a low walk, on weekends. And The high walks, not infrequently, include a Munro. The low walks don't usually do Munros. Has been done, because I did one, I led one of the low walks, which indeed did do a Munro out by Glencoe direction during the year. Let's see if I can just put this into its holder. Just putting it onto the... Okay, Scott, no problem, thanks so much for coming in. That's better. That way? Okay, thank you. There you go, a bit of advice about how to get down. Right, gloves back on, and my hands will freeze. Where am I? Try to turn this round so that you can actually see me, but no, it's not turning. Oh, that's better. Oh, now we're talking. It's a lot easier to hold on a little mini tripod. So we are out at a place called West Linton, which is a small village on the way from Biggar, if you happen to know where Biggar is, and on the back road towards Edinburgh. So as we're looking there, that valley you can see in the distance there, the Green Valley. If you go to the right, you're heading towards M74 and kind of Glasgow direction. If you go to the left, then you're heading towards Edinburgh side. You can tell the Glasgow side is to the right because that's the sun over there going down in the west. Okay, which way now? There's a big dip. I think maybe go down to the right and maybe saves dropping down into that. It's truth. And this is all dead bracken heather, not heather, ferns, bracken ferns. Which is great stuff for tripping up because all these long strands tend to fall across the way and your feet can get trapped on a bit. You stand on one end of it and your other foot gets trapped in the other part and you go head over heels. So you have to watch. Oh, it's better. So I don't know what time it is now. We started at 10. I think we had lunch about 12:30, 1:45. And we should be well on our way to finishing. We're aiming for the end of that little reservoir. Oh. Now this picture seems to have reversed itself. That's an odd thing. That's more like it. I didn't know that could happen. Wow, oh, he's making some speed. He's a wee down there. Let's see if I can catch him up a bit. much easier ground. I'm not going to run, but I'll make haste slowly. So we go down, we go to that end of the reservoir, cut across I think, and then down to the left. I do have a map just in case, and I've got it on the phone as well. So neither of us is going to get lost. See, it's tricky live streaming when you're doing this kind of thing because for a few reasons. It's very bumpy, liable to be very bumpy if you don't have a stabilising mechanism. It's very bright, it can be difficult to see what the screen is showing, and if somebody does comment, as often happens, or ask a question, it's not always possible for me to read it, and then of course it disappears. So again, apologies if anybody does say anything. Right. There's some little tracks here and there, but it's just sheep tracks. A sheep track is better than no track sometimes, as long as it's going the right direction. If you hear a clicking noise, it's my compass swinging. I've got it on the same carabiner as the camera. I can't be faffed to take it off and put it in my pocket just now. It's too much. It takes too much time, and you have to get your gloves off. It's a bit cold.